Bir Peri Masali. This is the story of Zainab, who always thinks that she deserves more and dreams of a luxurious life. Zainab is a beautiful girl who has to babysit a baby who cannot read due to financial difficulties. Zainab's father is an alcoholic man addicted to horse racing. Zainab will find a very big money on her birthday and will give a test in her rich life. Zainab, who uses the money she finds to make herself look rich, targets the Koksal family. Hayat Bugun, today's life. Famous chief physician Baris is appointed to Hisaronu Hospital, one of the oldest health institutions of Istanbul. Hisaronu, once one of the best hospitals in the country, is no longer what it used to be. With the arrival of chief physician Baris, things change in the whole hospital. While Baris is trying to overcome the difficulties in his own life, he will also try to bring the hospital back to its former power. Baris, who won the hearts of his colleagues at the same hospital, will open the doors of the hospital to everyone living in Istanbul. Baris will bring the hospital back to its good old days with hope, love and stubbornness. The series will talk about the struggles in one of the well-established hospitals. There is a well-established hospital, but this hospital looks at its patients as a financial resource rather than in line with health and moral principles. Therefore, every patient who comes in seen as a source of income and is treated as a customer. Even when it is not needed, it is placed on the operating table. However, there is an idealist and ambitious doctor who opposes this order. He is appointed as the chief physician of this hospital. It will take many difficulties to save the hospital from this morality. The Great Seljuks, Alparslan. The series, which will tell the life of Sultan Alparslan, the ruler of the Great Seljuk state, who defeated the Byzantine army in the 1071 and opened the gates of Anatolia to the Turks, is a spin-off from the Great Seljuks, Guardians of Justice. Darma Duman, Smashed. Twins Essay and Karam move to Harun's family home in Istanbul, where they will make a new start in their lives with their mother Belis and their father Harun. Darin and Evren, the new people they meet while trying to get used to the difficulties of living with their grandmother Ayla on the one hand and adapt to their new environment on the other, will put Essay and Karam in trouble from the first day. All they want is to make an uneventful start to their school life. In addition to the excitement of meeting new people, the twins, who struggle with the unfortunate events that happened to them from the first day, will open the doors to a surprise situation that will turn their family lives upside down as they enter a difficult dilemma. Ben Bu Sihama Sigmasm. Coming from a deep-rooted family, Sezir avenges his old brother, who worked for his state and fell victim to a sabotage. He starts a new life by showing that he died for the sake of the state and the safety of his family. Sezair meets Dr. Firuze as a result of an injury he suffered during ongoing operations abroad. Although he misses his wife and family, he knows that he will never return to them. Sezair, who fell in love with Firuze and started a family again, was deciphered after a while and had to return to Istanbul again. However, neither his new family nor his family, who have missed him for years and prayed at his grave, are aware of these developments. Istanbul, which he left behind by entrusting him, will appear before him as a completely different Istanbul. Yurek Sikmazi, The Dead Heart. The series tells a dramatic story of a man with a personality disorder and a woman trying to embrace life with her children. Seneth, who was exposed to domestic violence for years by her husband Yilmaz, gets sick and is hospitalized. While she is being treated, she sees a lawyer Zeynep's number on the window of hospital and calls her for help. She gives her a letter to be opened after she dies. This letter will not only bring Zeynep and Halil, the eldest son of Senat, together, but also will cause conflict between the siblings. The series is all about the struggle of all women who are victims of domestic violence all around the world and also offers romance through the love story between Zeynep and Halil. Tuzak, Trap. Tuzak tells the revenge story of three brothers, Umut, Mahir and Umer, who had their childhood taken away from them. In a world where it is hard to tell who is good and who is bad, what is real and what is fake, these three brothers, united by a common goal, will discover that they are not as connected as they thought. On the other hand, siblings Gunes, Bhuvan and Mete, who believe they love their father's approval and a comfortable life more than other, bond against a common enemy. In Tuzak, as Umut takes revenge against the family he hates, his biggest conflict is Gunes, who he realizes is the love of his life as he gets to know her. Meanwhile, Gunes, who knows Umut as a dirty lawyer named Sinar Yilmaz, unaware of his actual goal, will leave the fate of her family and herself in the hands of this man with whom she falls in love. Yali Kapkini, The Kingfisher. In the TV series Yali Kapkini, the impressive story of a family will be told. In the series, which will be about the events that happened when a strong family from Antap married their irresponsible sons. The events of a girl who fled to Istanbul in love with a young person that the family didn't want. Although she is the daughter of an important tribe in Antap, is the subject of the series. While the series tells a beautiful love story, it also tells a life story that turns into a showdown. Ferit, whose irresponsibility angers his family most, especially his grandfather, Halis, is decided to marry a suitable girl from Gaziantep. Although Ferit doesn't want to get married, he can't get over his grandfather's word. Finding the right bride is the duty of Halis' eldest bride Ifakat. The surprise to be experienced at the request ceremony of Suna, who is suitable to be the bride of the Kurhan family in Gaziantep, will affect both Suna and her sister Sarah. Yargi, the judgment. Lawyer Selin and prosecutor Ilgaz, in their fight to ensure justice, they have the same passion. However, while struggling on this path, two legal people whose methods are at opposite poles, the more rule-bound, honest and strict Ilgaz is, Selin is just as borderless, unregulated and rebellious. That's why every time their path crossed, they clashed, tested each other and stayed on opposite sides, until life crossed their path again. Ilgaz, brought to him as murder case, he is caught unprepared for the shocking blow inflicted on his family by the corpse of a woman found in a garbage container. His brother Sinar is seen as the main suspect in this case. Ilgaz needs a good lawyer to save his brother, so he comes to the brink of a tough decision. All the features of Selin that he never approves are like the key to the iron bars that will be closed on his brother. Selin and Ilgaz at this turning point, which they never expected to meet, while questioning the truth that they thought indispensable until today. They will also find themselves floundering in a sea of secrets that they do not know how to swim. Yalniz's Kurd, the lonely wolf. Altai earns his living by fighting cages under the name Kurdoglu. Isra asks Altai for help to escape and reunite with the little girl one night when the guns explode in the place. Hearing that the child's life is in danger, Altai accepts without hesitation. Dogan, the owner of the illegal fight club and Izra's lover, comes after them. As soon as Altai takes a step to help Izra, he embarks on a new journey that extends to his own past. The old man Dawood Bahadur, who lives alone in a hut in the forest, will guide Altai on his journey from the legends to the Turkey of the 1950s and from there to present day.